deeply concerned by the attack on his friend and former president Donald Trump, strongly condemning the incident. Violence, he says, has no place in politics and democracies. Again, messages coming in. Olaf Scholz, the German chancellor, calling the attack despicable. The Polish president, Andrzej Duda, saying that this is a shocking moment, not only for America, but for the entire free and democratic world. Anything that happens on U.S. soil, of course, has ramifications around the world. If and how this is going to change the political climate certainly will be watched very closely by global leaders.
Danielle Hamamdin, thank you for bringing us that reporting, those reactions from world leaders. Now, after this assassination attempt, just hours later, my colleague Lester Holt spoke to Pennsylvania's Republican candidate for Senate, David McCormick, who was in the front row when this shooting happened. Let's listen.
David McCormick is the Republican nominee for a Senate seat in Pennsylvania. He was at the rally in the front row there. Sir, can you tell us how close you were to the president?
Yeah. Good evening, Lester. You know, I don't know, probably 20, 30 feet maybe. I was right to the right of President Trump in the first row there, and he came out and announced me and said, "Hey, why don't you come up on the stage?" And I started to get up and go on the stage, and then he said, "No, I'll have you come up later." And then within a minute or two, the shooting started. And, you know, there were, I don't know, 6 or 7 shots. And it was pretty clear right away it was a gun, and people dropped. And obviously the president went down, and the Secret Service was on top of him. And then he eventually stood up, and the Secret Service sort of had a phalanx around him, and you saw that you could see blood on him, and you saw the fists come out in both defiance and I think reassurance and strength. And at about the same time, I recognized that somebody behind me had been wounded in the bleachers behind me, and sadly, it looked like pretty severely wounded. And the people in the bleachers next to him were trying to stop the bleeding, but there was blood everywhere. And I'm not sure if that was the person who was in intensive care or the person who died, but it was clear that even though President Trump had, I guess, been nicked, that others were very, very seriously wounded. So it was a very frightening moment.
Not lost on you that had you accepted the invitation to go on stage, you too might have been on the line of fire.
Yeah, no, it absolutely was, and it was obvious that there was an assassination attempt on the former president, and you know, a really scary moment. It was just like it was 15,000 people there, and this had only been my second Trump rally, but it was, you know, USA Today and lots of energy and lots of positive noise, and then all of a sudden just shattered with these rifle shots, and it was just sort of people were in disbelief. It was very chaotic and very confusing for quite some time.
What were you hearing during all this? Our microphones were able to pick up a lot of it, but I'm curious, from someone on the ground there, as this is all happening, you heard the shots. Did the former president say anything at all?
Not that I heard. You know, it was all moving in such a fast pace, and you know, there was a young boy next to me, and his grandfather was a local sheriff, so the sheriff ran off to sort of deal with what was going on, and he was very frightened. So, you know, people were processing it. I didn't hear anything the president said. What became clear is that somebody was really hurt, so people were calling for medics and, you know, getting emergency care in, and so it quickly went from the shooting to dealing with what had happened, but also with the uncertainty whether the shooting was done. And, you know, at the time I thought it was possible there were 2 shooters, not just one, because it felt like the sounds were coming from multiple directions. And so, you know, in these moments like this, I had been an Army guy earlier in my life, and it's very hard to know exactly what's going on. So you have to kind of go slow so you don't misunderstand the situation. And that's what I tried to do, was just to process and, you know, keep my head.
USA! USA! I don't know. We heard gunshots. There were. I don't know. Trump is standing. Trump is standing. Guys, just undo the gate. Just lift this left, this right side. Come on. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Guys, take the road. Take the road. Nick, Steven, Marvin. Guys, keep running. Don't call anyone.
Did they hit him? Did he get hit?
No.
I think there's something.
He was standing at the end. Democrats can't shoot.
Bro, I called it. They were gonna. Is there more shit?
I don't know. Did he really? Fuck.
Yeah. You see the forklift go down or no?
Yeah. I'm right here.
Let's stay together. Did they fucking hit him or not? I don't know.
I don't know. I saw him standing after when the cheering was going on.
Hovering over him, right?
Well, he was up. He was standing.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That was like 5 shots, bro.
What the fuck was happening? Like, bro, to the other side, guys.
He was on one of the Look on BBC.
I'm watching the fake news operation because they're saying the Republican Party has.
Bro, he's wounded. They got him. They got him. They got him. They got him, bro. They got him. They fucking got him. Huh? He's over here. He's good.
He was on one of the first. Look on BBC.
Bro, he's wounded.
They got him.
They got him. They got him. They got him, bro. They got him. They fucking got him. Huh? He's over here. He's good.
This level of lack of civility is hostility needs to be cooled down. Maybe this is an opportunity for that to happen.
Perimeter on top of a building about 150 yards away. That's not too far away. Should that have been a focus of security ahead of this rally?
So we'll find all of that out, but I guarantee, I know the Secret Service will be asking those questions as well as the FBI to figure out what happened, because they need to answer all of those questions on why there was a line of sight vulnerability, and they need those answers quickly because there may need to be a change in protocol, especially ahead of those conventions. So it's important to understand how the threat materialized and how they can stop it potentially moving forward.
So President Trump, the former president of the United States of America, has released a statement which I shall read to you. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shot, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realised then what was happening. God bless America. That is a statement from the former president of the United States of America, who has been, well, it is in my mind, it's not officially been called it, but I'll call it as I see it, an assassination attempt.
By all the agencies in the federal government as to the situation, based on what we know now. I have tried to get a hold of Donald. He's with his doctors. Apparently he's doing well. I plan on talking to them shortly, I hope, when I get back to the telephone. Look, there's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. It's one of the reasons why we have to unite this country. We cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this. And I want to thank the Secret Service and all the agencies, including the state agencies, that have been engaged in making sure that the people who, and we have more detail to come relative to other people maybe injured in the audience. I don't have all that detail. We'll make that available to you. I may be able to come back a little later tonight, but we'll put out a statement if I'm not able to if it's not convenient for you all. But the bottom line is that the Trump rally was a rally that he should have been able to be conducted peacefully without any problem. But the idea that there's political violence or violence in America like this is just unheard of. It's just not appropriate. And everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. But so far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that there's thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours. So thank you very much, and I hope I get to speak to them tonight, and I'll get back to you if I do, okay?
Mr. President, do you think there was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to, I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comment.